Hello and welcome to Numeristical, bringing you the picks today for Wednesday, May 15th. I'm coming at you again today from the Circa in Las Vegas from my room. And yeah, let's, as always, review the picks from yesterday. So yesterday we had very few picks. We only had one totals pick, the over 8 on the Cubs Braves. The model really liked it. Unfortunately, it did not hit. It was a 7-0 game. The Braves did their part. They got 7 runs. The Cubs could not get any. So we took a loss there. And we had one spreads bet tracked separately. We had the Astros minus 125, minus 1.5 at plus 125. They also lost. They won the game 2-1, but they did not cover the spread. So on the spreads, we are now up 0.79 units for the very short number of picks we've had there. And on our main line, money line and total picks for the year, we are up 3 units. Let's get into the picks for today. So, click over here. And hold on one second. Okay, so here's the full set of games for today with the probability of victories. Again, a couple pitchers there might not have a lot of history. I think there are a couple games where the pitcher still's not been announced, so we don't have them listed here. But then if we scroll down, it's telling us to take a look at 2 home teams and 3 away teams for possible bets. So let's do that. The first game up is the Blue Jays and the Orioles. It says to take the Orioles if you can get minus 115 with Pinnacle showing minus 122. So let's take a look. So here we got over here, Blue Jays, Orioles. And does not look like we're quite getting to minus 115. We're getting to minus 120. But not quite the odds we want to bet, so we're not going to take a bet there. Next up, the Rays and the Red Sox. It's saying to take a look at the Red Sox and bet them if you can get minus 118 with Pinnacle showing minus 124. So let's take a look. Looks like we're getting to minus 123, but not quite to minus 118. So not quite the odds we want in order to take a bet there. So we won't take a bet there. Next up, we got the Marlins and the Tigers. It's saying to look at the Marlins, obviously a big underdog, but it's saying bet them plus 152 with Pinnacle showing 154, so we might find a bet there. Let's take a look. Miami Marlins. Oh, I think it's actually, yeah. So here we go. And you can see there's 153 at Superbook. So let's put a bet in there. We're going to take the Marlins plus 153. Marlins plus 153. Again, yeah, set to take it at 152. We got it at 153. Next up, the Reds and the Diamondbacks. It likes the Reds if you can find them at 133. And Pinnacle showing 129. So let's take a look. Reds, 133. I see 130 at South Point, but I do not see a 133. So does not look like we're going to find a bet there. Again, a few very close ones, but not quite the odds we want. And then finally, the Rockies Padres. At a certain point yesterday, I do my show, but especially now that I'm here at Circa, I'm following as the odds change, and sometimes the certain bets might come into or out of favor depending on how that line changes. And it was very close. The Rockies odds were getting very close to betting, and they were a massive, massive underdog. They were like, I think, plus 250 or something like that. And it almost got to a point where I bet, but not quite. and then the Rockies won yesterday as a huge underdog, so that was sort of interesting. Now today it's saying to get plus 226 to bet the Rockies, with Pinnacle showing 217, and again it's off the heels of their win yesterday. So let's take a look and see if we can find 226 on the Rockies. 226 or 223 here at Circa, but not quite 226, which is what we wanted. So we will not take a bet there. So it looks like right now just one pick on the money lines is the Marlins plus 153. Next up, the totals. So again, here's the full set of games. The totals, after going through our filters, it's having us look at 4 overs. So the first one is the Orioles Blue Jays, and it's saying bet the over if you can get minus 103. So let's take a look at that. Orioles Blue Jays. Let's click over to money line. Click over to totals. And Orioles Blue Jays. Scroll up a little bit. Orioles Blue Jays. Interesting. So we wanted, on the 7, we wanted minus 103. And yeah, here we go. Heritage. Minus 103 at Heritage. So we'll take the Blue Jays Orioles over minus 103. Blue Jays Orioles. Over 7. Minus 103. Okay. Next to look at is excuse me, the Diamondbacks and the Reds. It's saying take over 8.5 if you get minus 113. So let's take a look at that. Diamondbacks, Reds. Okay. Over 8.5, I see minus 115, but not quite minus 113. So let's see how the line action's been. There's been any movement. I see. Interesting. Okay. But anyway, not going to find a bet there. Though very close. So we want to get to 113. We were able to find minus 115, but still not good enough. Next up, Mariners Royals says take over 7.5, but wants better than even money. So this is probably going to be a stretch, but let's take a look. Mariners Royals. It's over here. 7.5. Yeah, we're not going to get even money though. And we're really kind of looking for a 7. Doesn't look like we'll find it. So no bet there. And then finally, Red Sox Rays saying take over 8. If you can get basically even money on the over 8 for the Red Sox Rays. Red Sox Rays over 8. And now we're getting minus 110, but nothing better than that at the moment. So no bet there. So it looks like we'll just have the one money. The one totals bet is the Blue Jays Orioles over 7 minus 103. And then finally the spreads model. Again, here's the whole list and the probabilities that the model is finding for the various point spreads that it picked up on the odds trackers. And you see it's telling us to look at 4 home teams. So the first one is the Royals Mariners. And it likes this one, likes the Mariners minus 1.5. If you can get 131, and it's already showing 147, so we should be able to find a bet there. Let's take a look. Mariners minus 1.5. And in fact, yeah, you can see plus 150 at Superbook. So we'll take that. The Mariners minus 1.5 plus 150. So check that over here. Mariners minus 1.5 plus 150. Next up, Red Sox minus 1.5 if you can get 165. So let's see, Red Sox minus 1.5, and yeah, 165. So let's do that. Red Sox minus 1.5 plus 165. Okay. So Red Sox minus 1.5 plus 165. And then next up, Cubs Braves. Saying take the Braves minus 1.5. If you can get 135. Braves. Let's see how the Braves right here. And you see we're getting 130, but not 135. So we are not going to take a bet there for now. And finally, the Guardians Rangers. It likes the Rangers. If you can get 126, Rangers minus 1.5. We're looking for 126. So we're over here. And you can see, yeah, we just get it 127 here. Rangers minus 1.5 plus 127. So we'll take that. So quite a few spreads bets. Rangers minus 1.5 plus 127. 127 at Heritage right here. Okay. So 127. Okay, so that's it. So it looks like we got one money line bet, the Marlins plus 153. One totals bet, the over Blue Jays Orioles over 7 minus 103. And then you got the Mariners for 3 spreads bets. The Mariners minus 1.5 plus 150. The Red Sox minus 1.5 plus 165. And the Rangers minus 1.5 plus 127. So that's our set for today. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.